like this. Oops. Oops. Come on. There we go. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and today I'm bringing you my playthrough of Diced Veggies. Small disclaimer, as you can see here, this is the German version. This won't matter too much for today's playthrough. The game is not 100% language neutral, but the little text that is necessary, you will be able to understand very quickly, right? I will just show that to you, and that will work. This is a small game by Jory Rowan and Josh Capel, one that I actually really enjoy. I got this at Spiel, kind of. So, Skellig Games, that's the German publisher for this game. They didn't receive the game in time at Spiel. So what they did is everybody who visited their booth and wanted to buy it, I was one of those persons, they could scan a QR code, and with that they could pre-order the game at like 20% discount, I think, like some kind of discount, and also not having to pay for shipping. And I did that. So now the game arrived, maybe like 2 weeks ago or something. I played it a few times, only solo so far, but this weekend I might actually also play it at a higher player count. Well, by then, when this video releases, I've already done that. And I really enjoy this game. It's very, very simple, but I like the mechanism it has. The way you're drafting your dice for your recipes. Apart from that, it's just a pretty simple recipe fulfilling game. All right, grab yourself a cup of tea and then we can get started. All right, that's how it goes. All right, then let me just quickly set up Diced Veggies and then I will show you how to play it. All right, and that is the setup of the game. Although I forgot to take one of these bonus cards. There we go. All right, so that is the setup of the game. What do we see here? Well, up here is like the, here are the cards, the recipe cards that I can get, and also the bonus cards. These are the recipe and bonus cards that I currently have. Here is the improvisation tile. And here we have like, yeah, here we have the block of veggies, so to speak. So these dice symbolize the veggies that I will cut off with this really cool knife here. Not a real knife, of course, right? But that would be kind of weird. But here I can like cut off specific dice that I want. So really cool idea. What I'm trying to do is I have a specific amount of time, so to speak, specific amount of time until the game's over. Until then, I want to try to cook as many recipes as possible, and also try to like use these bonus cards here, right? There will be a point in time when one of these dice colors isn't present in this block anymore, and then I will have to re-roll like all the dice that have been cut off and everything. Put them back into this frame, and I do that twice. When I have to do that the third time, the game is over, and then I just check how many points I have. So yes, this is unfortunately a score hunt, but like the mechanism is fun enough that I am actually fine with that, right? All right, so without much further ado, let me just show you how to play the game, right? We can just get started. First, we always have the cut phase. What I do is I take the kitchen knife here, and then I just cut off dice, right? So I need to put the knife straight. I can't do it like this crooked or whatever. I have to like do it like straight. And I can only cut off dice with a pip value of maximum of 10, right? So I couldn't cut this off here. Can you see it? Couldn't cut this off here and go to the right, because that is like way more than 10. I also couldn't like cut it off in such a way that I take the 3 and the 2 here and that 3, right? Because I have to do like a clean cut. So what do I need? First of all, let's see what we have here. This is like my vegetable stew, and this is my tomato sauce, right? I want to make these two recipes. This is my bonus card. This is like an innovative combination, it says. And that means I can, when I cook one recipe, I can cook a second one without having to put the dice on there, right? But I get -2 points. But I can like two recipes at once with just one dice combination. That is really, really good, right? So let's see. We need pretty much like everything, right? I think the best thing would be to actually make the stew here, if possible, right? Only 4 dice, and I can then put that on there. That would be really, really simple. For that, I need mushrooms, which is the gray one here. I need the carrots, which is the yellow one. I need a pepper, green, and I need the red tomato. Can I somehow get this? Actually, like all of these 4, no, not quite, but almost all of these would be good. So maybe I should take these 2 here, right? That is a number of 10, and I can just cut that off, right? I think that's an option. Also, I could go up here. But let me, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, let me take this one instead. So you only see it like part of it, right? But I now put the knife here in between and cut these off. And you have to be able to just like cut them off and on the side. I can't like go in the middle and do some shenanigans, right? I have to do a clean cut and then push everything out like this, right? So now I cut off these 2 dice, and now I just put them anywhere here in my play area. And at the end of the turn, I may only have 8 of these dice, like 8 ingredients at most, and only 2 recipes and 2 of these bonus cards. So that was the first part. The second part is now I can cook. Cooking means that I now assign the dice to the recipes and see like and like cook them, so to speak, right? And get the points for that and whatever. But I can't do that because I don't have any. I don't have any recipes that I finished, and then I will draw 1 card. Either I draw one of these bonus cards, or I draw a recipe from here, or take one of these recipes. I can only have 2 recipes, right? So that's why I will, of course, take a bonus card. So let me take another one. This one says, according to an old family recipe, and that means before I cook, I have to discard an uncooked recipe. But I get 5 points. Also not bad. By the way, there is a simpler version of this game that you can play with your family or whatever. If they don't play board games too much, you can just not play with these bonus cards, right? Only do the recipe thing. And also you can play with the rule that you don't cut off like a pip value of 10 added together. You can just cut off 3 dice. That's it. These are like the simpler versions of this game. So, and now in a multiplayer game, that would be it, and it's the next player's turn. You just hand the knife to the next player, and the next player is doing that. In a solo game, it's different. In a solo game, we now need to simulate that dice are vanishing, right? That dice are disappearing because of other players. So, we will take these 5 dice that we have set aside at the beginning, and we roll them. So, 6. And now I will look for a green 6 that I can just slide out with my finger. I can do that, right here. So this one will just be discarded. I will just pierce the frame. I will just throw it in the frame up here for the next round later on, right? Okay, then next die, the yellow one, a yellow 6. And now you see there is a yellow 6. I can still do that. What I can't do, I can't like separate these that there are 2 blocks. I also can't do that when cutting with the knife, right? So that wouldn't be possible. 2, yeah, I can slide this one off or this one. For me, it would be best. It doesn't really matter, but I think this one would actually be good to slide off. Then the pink one, that is a 5. So, and now there is no pink 5 that I can slide out. Instead, I will slide out any pink or any 5 instead, right? Not this 5, I need that. I don't really need this one, and I don't need these up here, right? So I might be able to just slide off this one. And then we also have the mushroom die. We're going to have a 2, a brown, like a beige or gray, brown, whatever that is, 2, let's say brown. So let me just, maybe this 2 here. I don't really need that, I think. Yeah, let me just slide that off. That's it. So, and now it's my next turn. Now I can start with cutting again. So I need yellow and orange. So I will just take these 2 here. Can you see them? The 2 and the 5, right? And now I will put my cut like this here. Put the knife flat down and just cut these off, right? So nothing happened. That's fine. I can now put these here. So now you may be asking, okay, so the pip value is only important for cutting. No. There also are bonus cards that tell you get like X extra points if you have a dice value of 17 for that recipe, for example, right? So that also exists. All right, so now I can cook, and I can cook. You see, I have everything here. So I will cook, and I will also put, this one would give me 6 points for that. That would give me 5. So it's better to have this one. So what I will do, I will cook now, and I will attribute that bonus card to it as well. And it says I can put another uncooked recipes on that. So I will just put them all in one stack, and I will just turn them over and put them aside. In a multiplayer game, that's important because the game ends as soon as somebody has their first recipe. This card says this only counts as one recipe, not as two, right? So I have my first recipe. In a multiplayer game, there would be 1/6 of actually being able to end the game at least, right? Not win, but end the game. In a solo game, it doesn't really matter, right? In a solo game, it's just important that when I replenish the dice block. So I will just put that aside. I will just put that off screen for now. Put that here in a column, and that is fine. The dice that I've used for cooking, I also put them in the frame. The frame is up here, right? And now I can draw a card as usual. Of course, I will draw a recipe. So now let's see. 2 yellows and 1 gray. Kind of hard to get. 2 gray, 2 green. That's something that I could get at some point. So let me take the frittata. And next turn, I would like to take another card. That gives me then 5 points. Let's see. Okay. So now we replenish this one here. Oh, I just shook the camera. Sorry for that. All right. So that was my turn. Now we do the same thing here with like removing dice again. 3. So I cannot do that now. I can't take this one because then these two would be separated, right? I need 2 grays and 2 greens. So I think I will just slide off the 3 here. Then here we do have, oops, that was a 6. We do have a pink 6. Doesn't really matter which one I take. Let me take this one here. Then we have the yellow 5. Yeah, we will have to take this one, but that's fine. I don't need that one. Then here we have a green 4. I need greens. So let me start off this one here. And then yellow, oops, that is a 6. Not yellow, I mean orange. Also doesn't really matter too much. Let me just take this one here. All right, now I check. Is there still 1 die of every color? Yes, there is. So I'm doing fine. Okay, so I cut off again, and I will just do it simple. I will just cut off these 2. That's a pip value of 7. That's fine. Okay, and then I cannot cook, but I will draw a card. Let me draw another recipe. Let me draw this one. Oh no, let me draw one with just a small number of points. All right, now we do this again here. Now let's hope that I don't have to remove the yellow die, otherwise it's over. The round is over. It's 3. So now I either have to oh, I can't do anything. Oh, that is interesting. Oh no, I really can't do anything because this one I would separate these 2 blocks here, right? And with the and there's no 3 or other 4. There's no 3 or other yellow, so I cannot actually remove that. That's interesting, and that is really good for me because usually I go for the yellow 3 if there's none, another yellow or another 3. But it also doesn't work, right? That means I can just ignore that one. That's great because I need that yellow one there for the game, for the round not to be over. There is no orange 4. Let me just take this orange die. Then here, ooh, that's good. Had that been a 4, I would have been screwed. But that is fine. I can just take this off. Then here, that's a 2. I will just take off the 6 here. This one is a 5. Let me just take off this one here. Doesn't really matter. And here, the 2. Okay. So I still have another round because there is 1 of each color in here. That's perfect. So it's my turn again. I will just cut off these 2 here, like this. So I do have my recipe. So I can now cook again. And it says here, I get these 5 points if I just discard another recipe, right? So I will just discard this recipe here. I'll just put it off screen here. And I can cook this one. Really, really nice. That's the second recipe. I'm actually doing quite well. All right, these go back in the block. And now I draw another card. One with a lot of points maybe, but also I want to like do the recipes quick, right? So what I will do, I will just take let me take the chicken pate for now, and then also see what I get as a bonus card here. So now I would have to like remove dice, but you can see there is no green here anymore, so we are done. So what we are doing now is the following. Let me just make a little bit of room here. Now we just take our frame, we throw, like these dice I have already like thrown in there, but you know what? I can just throw them in there again, just so that you see I'm not cheating. like roll them in there like this, like this. Oops, oops. Come on, there we go. So like this, and then you have to like make a block from it, like this, for example. That's a block. Well, that's a block as well. Come on. There we go. All right, I don't have like too much room here. That's why it's kind of hard to make a good block. But there we go. I think that's fine. All right, I put the frame up here again. All right, that was the first time I had to make a new block. The second time is also fine. When I have to do the third time, the game is over. Okay, like immediately. All right, so now it's my turn again. We just skipped the cutting off phase, right? Like the removal of dice phase. Oh, there's one die too many. Oh, sorry. Let me roll that one and also put that here. Sorry about that. I kind of missed that one die. All right, so it's my turn again. I can now cut off. I need 2 yellows and a gray. That's kind of rough because they're not adjacent to each other. So that's not too great. But I do see here I could also get one of these, right? Like I could... Let me take these 2 here. Like this, the 4 and the 5 and the 4. Just put them here for now. Yeah, I will. Then now I can't cook, so I will just take this one here. Okay. Then we roll our dice again to remove dice. A 6. Yeah, let me just remove this one here. Then a green 4, which we can remove. Then an orange 5, which we also can remove. A yellow 2. I would like to take this one. So let me just remove this one here. And a pink 5. Oops, that was a 5. This one here. That was also a 5. There we go. All right, new turn. It's my turn. I want at least 1 gray and maybe also yellows. So I can actually cut off these here. A gray and a yellow, right? So I will do it like this. All right. Now I can cook. I will do so. I will cook the Vietnamese summer roll. Yeah, that's fine. That's very good. And these dice that I use for cooking, I roll them in the frame. And what will I take? Maybe I will take a bonus card now, right? But then again, like having one of these would also be great. This one here. This one just gives me more flexibility to have 2 of those. You know what? Let me take this one here as well. But I need some bonus cards later on. Definitely. All right, so now let's roll these dice and see, which dice we remove. By the way, you can choose like the order in which you remove those, in which you roll those freely, right? This might actually be interesting to cut off here. Here, a little bit less. So let me remove this one. That's a 2. I don't need greens at the moment, so it doesn't matter. I can't remove this one because then we have this separated. Let me clean up a little bit more here. Let me maybe remove this one. This is a 3. I can't remove any of these. Let me remove like the one with the highest pips at the moment. We don't have anything that is related to pips. So I can't remove this one. I can't remove this one. I could remove this one or the 2 over here or the 2 up there. Let me remove the 2 up here. And then we have a gray 3. Let me just remove let me remove this one here. Okay, my turn. I can cut again. So let's see. I need yellow gray, which I can't get. Also, I need orange and pink, which I also can't get. But I could get these 2 or these 2. Let me get these 2. These 2. That's 8. That's fine. Actually, no, that's fine. That's fine. So put one there and there for now. It doesn't really matter. All right, I can't cook, so I can just draw a card. Let me draw a bonus card. This says amazing, pretty much like a dream. Before I cook, I have to discard an unplayed bonus card. So if I have a second one, I can just get 4 points by just discarding one of the other ones. Okay, very cool. Very cool. All right, so 2. I can't remove any of these, so let me just remove the green one here. 2. I actually need gray, but I can't get... No, I don't need gray anymore. And if I did, I would take the one down here. So let me remove this one then. Actually, I could also remove the green 2. I think that's better because I don't need green at all. 3. Yeah, I can only remove this one or this one. Let me remove this one here. I need the pinks. Let me see which orange I have to remove. This one here. And green, yeah, I have to remove this one. Okay. So, are all colors still here? Yes, they are. So I have another turn before we replenish again. I need yellow. I need pink. Well, I could also take a green one just in case I need one later, right? 4, 6, 8. That would be possible. So I will just put the knife here, cut off this, right? That's still fine. 2, 4, 8, that's fine. So put one there, put one here, and take the green one. That's good. The green one just for later. And I can now cook the chicken pate. I cannot use this one here because I have a bonus card to discard. So I will just cook the chicken pate. That's fine. I will roll these back into the frame. And I can draw a card. I will draw a bonus card to score these extra points here. This is like with truffle oil. Before I cook, I have to discard one of these mushroom dice, and then I get 3 points per mushroom in the recipe. Ooh, that is also very good. You know what? Then, oh no, I can't take another card this round. But then I might take this card next round. Okay, let's see how we'll do it. I'm not quite sure yet. So now we'll remove dice, but there is no green here anymore, so we can just skip that. So let me just get a new block here again. Come on, there we go. Alrighty. So let me just put that up here. There we go. Okay, and that is not the last round, so to speak, right? As soon as there is like one color missing here, then the game is over. So far I cooked 5 different recipes. I have 2 bonus cards, I think. So I think I'm doing okay. Okay, so let's see. What do I need? I just need red. But oh, wait, let me put that there. But I also want to like save up some greens. Not greens, grays, right? So I could take this one here, right? So that would mean I have the one orange I need. I have a green and also a gray. That's 2, 7, 10, right? I can go up to 10 when I cut that out. So let me do that. There we go. Alrighty. So I will save all of these. This I will put there. That means I can cook. I could use this one here. That's 4 points, but I would like to have this one, right? And I think I will be able to do that next round. I think so, if I'm not too unlucky. So let me just cook this one here. Like this. These I will just roll into the frame, which doesn't matter anymore because we are done anyway then. And let me take this one here. Okay. Like this. And now we do these shenanigans again. Let me do the gray one first because I don't want the 2 there. Very good. Let me just remove. It doesn't. Actually, it does kind of matter. Let me remove this one here. Pink, that's a 2. Any of these 2. Let me just remove this one here. 5. There is no 5. No yellow 5. So let me just, I don't know, remove. Maybe this one. This one here. Maybe this one. Actually. Okay, then green 4. I don't really need the green one here. So let me just well, I might need it for later. Then let me remove this one here. Okay. And then here we have an orange 6. Let me just remove, I don't know, maybe this one. Okay, so I can cook again. So what I can do now, I can now cut off these here. That's, wait, that's 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. That will be too much. But I need these two, right? Yeah, that's all I can do. Yeah, that's all I can do. So let me just cut these off. Put these here. And now I'm deciding not to cook yet. I still want one more of these mushrooms, right? To get like 9 extra points. So I will not cook this round yet. I will take this recipe here. So, and now I just need to hope that the game doesn't end, but I think it can't end. No, it can't end yet. That's good. Alright, so I need this one here. So let me roll this one first to see how I fare. I fare well. I don't have to. Oh, I actually have to remove it because there's no 6. Ah, that's really bad. That's exactly the die I need. Okay, that means I need to get to this die somehow. Let's try to remove this one here. That's a 3. Oh no, I have to remove that one. Ah, okay. Let's see here. 3. Okay, let me remove this one. The 2, I have to remove any of these. Oh, that's really bad, man. Yeah, let me remove this one then. I think I can't get to that. 4, 6, 10. I would have to remove a 4. Oh, it's a 6. Ah, that's really bad. But I have to remove this one here. So now I can cook again. Can I get to this die? I think I can't. I can. No, I can't. Because I can't cut it off here, because then these are separated. I can only do it like this. But that's 4, 8, 12, 14. That's too many. I can't get this one. Ah, that's really bad. That's really, really bad. Do I risk it? Either I now just cook my stuff here, and that's it, or I risk it. But I don't think I want to risk it, because if there is now a gray 4, well, actually, a gray 4, I can't remove this one, because it will then just separate the block. So instead, I will just cut off any die. This one here. I don't need this one, but it doesn't matter. I think that's okay. I can only have 8 ingredients at most. I have 7. So I'm fine. So I will cook this one here. Right? This one I will cook. That's fine. Okay, and now let's do these. Let's do the gray one first. It's a gray 3. There is no 3 to remove. There is no gray that I can remove, so we just ignore it. Okay. Oh no, don't put it in there. Then a 6. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And you just remove the ones like around here. Important is now this one here. Don't be a 2 or don't be a 2. It's a 5. But I can remove the 5, right? So I can just remove another one. So I will just remove this yellow one here. Okay, I think now I'm making it. Now I can do it. 6, yeah, remove this one here. That's the only thing that I can remove. And a green 5. There's no 5 and no green that I can remove, so that's it. Alright, my turn again. I can cook again. So I will just take these 2. Alright, so, and now I can cook. I will cook this one, and I will also use this with truffle oil. I have to now discard a mushroom, and I now get 9 points extra for this recipe here. Like 3 per mushroom in this recipe. So really, really good. Alright, and now I can take another recipe, but or another card, but it doesn't really matter because the game is now over, right? Because now I would have to roll, but I can't. But I don't have to, right? Because there are dice missing, right? There is like the gray one missing. That means that I would now have to like replenish the block. But as I told you, when I have to replenish the block the 3rd time, the game just ends. So we are done. So let me put all of that aside. These I haven't done either. So let me put everything aside that I don't need anymore. And now let's take a look here. By the way, I made a mistake. I never showed you the improvisation tile. And with that, I could have made my life easier, but I think I wouldn't have like gotten more points. But you can use that once per round, so to speak, before like the block gets replenished, in order to turn a dice to a different color or to a different number, right? But I didn't use it. I didn't need it really, right? So let's just look at our points here. So we have 5 points plus 9. That's 14. 19, 24, 29, 34, and these two are together, 34, plus 12, that is 46. 54, 61 minus 1, that is 59. 59 points. That is actually pretty decent. I think that might be the best score I've had so far. So there is like this solo mode rules here, right? And here you see the rank. This is the highest rank here, 81, and this is the lowest with 0 to 30. And we are right here, and we're right in the middle, 59. 2 more points, and we would have been in the upper half. But we are right here, right? And it says nobody does better than you, pretty much, right? So yeah, very cool. So I ranked pretty well, actually. I'm satisfied with that. That was a pretty good game, actually. Yeah. And that is how you play Diced Veggies, or Gemüsewürfel in German. So a game that I really enjoy. I really like the drafting mechanism with the knife. It might seem like a gimmick at first, but I don't think it is. I don't really think it's a gimmick, right? Because, I mean, yeah, of course, you could just leave the knife out and just do it with your fingers, right? But that's a little bit harder. But then people say like, oh no, you can't do that, or you can't do this. This is like very easy. You have to do a clean cut and slide them out, right? And that works really well. It's a really cool gimmick. And I would not say that the theme is pasted on here, right? I don't think it's pasted on because you actually need something to separate the stuff, and with knife and saying like you dice the veggies, right? You cut off everything. That's not too bad, right? Yeah, it's not perfect theme-wise, but for such a small and light game, that is totally okay. That's fine. But I'm happy with that. Also, the components are good. Like the cards feel good. The dice are very nice. They're nice and chunky. The knife is good cardboard. So yeah, with the frame, that's a really good idea as well. So I'm very, very happy with this game. I actually like to play this solo as well. I thought it might be too light, and yes, it is light, but this is like a game you can pull out after work or at night, or when you're a little bit tired and just want to play something small. I'm not going to whip out a Spirit Island when I'm like very, very tired, right? Or like just want to play something small and quick. I might play a button shy game. I might play one of the many small games that I have, but this is a game that this is not similar to anything in my collection, so I like this a lot. A very, very cool game. I think this will even get an award. It's a Thecos award. I don't know which one yet. I have to play a little bit more, also play with other people and see how they like it. Maybe I will play it 3 more times and say, okay, now I'm kind of over the mechanism. Maybe. I don't know. But at the moment, I like it a lot. There are like a lot of different recipes. There are a lot of different of these bonus cards. There's so many, right? And some of them here, for example, it says like a taste explosion. It says here, the numbers need to add up to 25 exactly in that recipe. Yeah, 9 points is a lot, but 25, like exactly that pip number, that is kind of tough. And this is like where the improvisation Tarzan comes in, right? Because you actually need to change numbers then probably. But yeah, very cool. I haven't played multiplayer yet. I will do so quite soon, I think. I like this a lot. It's a very, very cool drafting mechanism. Very, very well done. Alright, well, that was my playthrough and showcase of Diced Veggies by Jory Rowan and Josh Capel. I hope you enjoyed my playthrough. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for sticking to the very end. As usual, I would like to thank you all for your support. Especially I want to give a shout out to my generous patrons. And the biggest thanks go out to Thecos, who's supporting me at the highest tier and enjoying the monthly game night with me on Board Game Arena. Thank you so much for that. You can support me in numerous ways by watching my videos, liking, commenting on them, by subscribing to my channel, supporting me on Patreon if you wish to do so, and joining my Discord server to hang out with me in my really cool community. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers!